What's happening, VC? This is probably the first time in a long time that I've done a video a couple of days after a previous one, so be thankful. It's only a quick one. I've got some records to show, a couple of jazz bits. Basically, most of the ones I'm going to show I got given to by my uncle, who, it's funny that we're talking about jazz and I'm playing reggae in the background, but who cares? My uncle is somewhat of a legend. Not like he never recorded anything, but he when he lived in London, he moved to Orange County in 1967 and lived there until about 10 years ago. He's back in England now. And before he went, he used to go to Ronnie Scott's, like ritualistically, like every night. And he knew Ronnie very well. He knew people like Harold McNair, Joe Harriott, Tubby Hayes. He knew all that lot. He met Ornette and all these people and they were over there. So you can imagine some of the stories he's got. And, me and him often will just sit down and talk about jazz for hours. It's great. So he's got a lot of cool stories. And he had the opportunity to jam with like Phil Seaman and people like that, and he was too scared. He's a great sax player. Anyway, this is how this came about. I had a really old, early 40s alto sax, a King alto sax that I got given. Worth quite a bit of money, but I got given it. Anyway, so he was saying he wanted a new sax, so I'd mentioned this one, and he said, well, if you give me that, I'll give you all my records. And I thought he was joking. And he did. So this is some of them, and as I say, he's massively into jazz. There's nothing insanely rare here. He wasn't into anything too out there, so there's nothing really avant-garde. But it's quite a nice mixture, so I'm going to show some now. They're all in quite similar condition, and obviously most of them are original American pressings that he bought when he was over there. So yeah, it's not all jazz, like I say, because we've got Rodney Franklin on top here. You'll never know. Nice classic album. I think it's got the groove on it. It's a jazzy album, but it's funk and soul really. Nice original Columbia pressing. So they're all lovely American pressings. Like I say, these ones I have skipped through, and these are the ones. There's a load more that here that I'm not really that keen on. But yeah, this is Skagley by Freddie Hubbard. Quite a later effort, it's 1980, but it sounds quite nice. I mean, I don't know, might keep it, might not. Again, that's on Columbia. Love Connection by Freddie Hubbard. Nice album. I think this is 79. Yeah, it's a good album. Great cover. On Columbia again. What am I doing? Sorry. The other big news is in the next hour I'm going to view a collection of a couple that live down the road from here. I'm quite excited about it because it's all funk, soul, jazz and psych, so that should be interesting. Yeah, Les McCann, The Man, it's a promo as well in The Shrink. It's a nice album, he's got a great version of Just the Way You Are on it. Yeah, I think it's on A&M. Yeah, awesome. Like I say, there's nothing amazingly rare here. These are all quite standard, I think. But I didn't pay for them. VSOP, classic album. It's nice to get an original of this. You don't see it that often now, not in this condition anyway. Yeah, just excellent stuff. You can't argue with who's on here, can you really? Bill Withers, Menagerie. Been after one of those for a while. They're becoming harder to find now, his albums, because this has got Lovely Day on it. I suppose a lot of people go crazy for it. Later, Lonnie, Liston, Smith, Exotic Mysteries, which is really nice. I love his stuff anyway, but I'd never heard this one. I've only really heard the earlier stuff. But yeah, sounds good. Bless me, these are quite dusty. They've been in his garage for a long time. Yeah. This one's interesting. This is a tiny label, Xanadu label. Joe Farrell's Skateboard Park. This is awesome. It's like a really funky fusion album. Really nice. I don't think it's particularly rare, but it's on quite a small label. It's sort of a bit, like the Steve Grossman Terra Firma album. Very low. Fuck. Nearly. Keep doing that. Very low budget sort of production, but Chick Corea's on piano on it. Yeah, it's good. I've got a few Tjader albums. Tjader, I never know how to say his name, and that's really embarrassing. We've got, what ones we got here? Hang on. We've got Aqua Dulce. This is great on Fantasy, it's an original. Really funky. Coke Escovedo's on this as well. Really good album. Got La Onda Va Bien, which is a bit of a later one, 1980, but still sounds really good. And this guy on the vibes was just ridiculous. The Shining Sea. Again, this is on the Concord label, same as the one before, 81. And a proper Latin one, A Fuego Vivo, which is on the Conco Picante off-print, 1982. Yeah, I mean these are in like stunning shape. So I haven't had a proper chance to listen to these, but I like what I heard. I mean I like Cal anyway. But Aqua Dulce I know quite well. Another classic, Sunflower by Milt Jackson. I think this was definitely one of the earlier releases on CTI. This has got an excellent version of People Make the World Go Round on it. That's one of those songs that I would check out any version of that track I'd find, because I just love that song. I think it was the Stylistics that did it first. But, great song. There's a really good version by Dee Dee Bridgewater on the album Afro Blue. Yeah, this is awesome. In really nice shape. We've got, this is one that I've been after for ages, Walking on Space by Quincy. Really nice shape. Very dusty, but in nice shape. With the original A&M inner sleeve. And Gula Matari, which I don't know as well, but I like what I've heard. It's got Bridge Over Troubled Water on it. I'm not a fan of that song. Other than that, it sounds quite good. Yeah. But Bacharach, I'm a bit of a sucker for Bacharach, I'll admit that. Make It Easy on Yourself, really nice. Classic. I mean the Bacharach versions are pretty much instrumental. This has got I'll Never Fall in Love Again on it. Make It Easy on Yourself, obviously. Pacific Coast Highway, This Guy's in Love with You. I've got the album before this as well. Look at that inner sleeve, I've just noticed that. That's beautiful. I think this is about 67, this release. So yeah, that's a nice one. I've got the album before, which is Reach Out. And I've got another even earlier one, The Hitmaker, I think it's called. And yeah, Antonio Carlos Jobim, Love Strings and Jobim, and it's got, I was very pleased to see Marcos Valle is there. He's, I think he's singing and playing guitar on a couple of, well, there's two of his songs are on here, If You Went Away and The Face I Love. This is a great album, obviously it's a classic. And it's not often you see original stereo pressings now, and look at that. I just love the original gold Warner Brothers label, that is just sexy. Yeah, awesome. So that was that. Oh, there's one more in this lot, which is one that I'd never really heard about before. It's a Vocalese classic. Vocalese is obviously a sort of scat singing, that whole thing, a bit Mark Murphy-ish, but this is a bit more, this is next level. This is Lambert, Hendricks and Ross sing a song of Basie. Awful cover, but well, I thought it was. It's just like the photo's out of focus and everything. Like she's just pulling the worst face ever. But yeah, the original was on ABC. This is the Impulse reprint from like 1970. Classic Impulse label. But this album is just, I thought it was going to be pretty shoddy because the sleeve is not good obviously, but you see all this is all lyrics, right? And that is a lot of lyrics. They're all Count Basie songs, but I think it was Lambert. Which one was it? One of them. Lambert or Hendricks, I can't remember who's who. Lambert or Hendricks wrote, it'll say it here somewhere. Somewhere it says, and I can't find it. Joe Hendricks wrote all the lyrics to these Count Basie songs, and instead of what they've done with this, which for its time is revolutionary, especially in terms of production. This is like 1958 originally, and there's a lot of multi-tracking on it and things. 57 it was recorded. I love how it's got the stereo sticker on it as well. And of course the classic Impulse spine. Basically, they've removed all solos, all the solos and all the main horn parts, and replaced it with vocals and lyrics. And it's a great idea. It really works. Really different. I like it anyway. Now this one didn't come from my uncle's collection. I paid $30 for this, which I'm very pleased with because I've been after this for quite some time. Sinbad by Weldon Irvine. I'm a massive Weldon Irvine fan. I still need Spirit Man. Other than that, I've pretty much got everything now, apart from the earlier ones because they're too expensive. Sinbad is my favourite though because it's got the classic "I Love You," which is pretty much by Don Blackman. Really nice copy in the shrink. Definite original. Yeah, I Love You's got a special place for me because it was the song that me and my girlfriend sort of clicked over. I mean, when we first got together, I just put it on, you know, it was just background music sort of thing, and she loved it straight away, and it's just a beautiful song. It is one of the best love songs ever written, I think. Forget Let's Get It On, I Love You by Weldon Irvine is the one. And it's a great track as well. It's not too slow, it's got a nice, you know, there's some great, I mean, Sinbad's a great track. There's a really good covers of Don't You Worry About a Thing and What's Going On. Music is the Keys, a superb track as well. It's like an early dance song. So yeah, this is the Weldon one to go for, I think. I think it's much better than Spirit Man. Everyone seems to go on about Spirit Man, but this is the one. So that was $30, really pleased with that. And it's in lovely shape. So that's it for now, guys. I've got to get ready and go and check out this collection. I thought, well, I remember I'll show you my new t-shirt as well. Nice beef heart t-shirt there. It's custom made, I think. Got it from someone on eBay. I bought it mainly because I like the fact that they've got the original band members on the bottom as well. Because they don't get enough credit, as we all know. And I'm going to see the Magic Band soon as well, in March, which I'm excited about. Anyway, guys, you've all left some really nice comments on my last video. It's much appreciated. Hopefully this is the start of me regularly posting again. Let's hope so. I've already been watching a few videos today and catching up as it's my day off. It's looking good. So guys, I'll speak to you all soon. I hope you're all well. This is Eric the Viking saying peace. Speak soon, VC.